While working out by yourself can provide its own challenges, working out with a partner can add a little bit more energy and some friendly competition. So with Valentine's Day fast approaching, why not grab your significant other or a friend and do the love workout for Valentine's Day? You guys ready to spread some love? Yeah. All right, so we've got Jamie and we've got Nicole to do the Valentine's Day workout called Love. The L is going to stand for the TRX Lunge. My friends here are going to lengthen the suspension trainer to mid-calf. They're going to suspend their left leg, and we're going to consist of 14 reps. Why not? Valentine's Day is on February 14th. So 14 reps in each one of the legs. What we're going to do here is we're slowly going to lower the hips down towards the ground, make sure the heel is down, thigh parallel to the ground, and drive up by driving through the heel. So that's one. So counting to 14 reps. The most important thing here is making sure you're engaging that plank, keeping some masses and spaces between your shoulders and your ear, and really driving through the heel and extending the hips forward to really activate that hip extension. Now, while you're working out with your partner and you're having a little fun, say Nicole wants to add a hop, Jamie's going to have to follow along. So you can really play with this by one person leading one round, and the next round, you can have Jamie lead off with reps. All right, we're going to get them to switch their legs. So have a little bit of fun with this. Take some turn exploring some different tempos and some different ranges of motion. All right, so I'm going to have Jamie start this off nice and slow. There we go. So we're now on the other leg. And then if Jamie wants to pick up the tempo, maybe he wants to go to the bottom and maybe he wants to hold one. So maybe, there we go. So have a little bit of fun with your partner. Use some speed, use some pausing. Great job, guys. Focusing on driving through that front heel, eyes on the horizon. And after they're done 14 reps, we're gonna move on to the O in the Love workout, which is going to be the TRX Overhead Squat. We're gonna shorten the suspension trainers to mid-length. We're gonna face the anchor point. So they're gonna go on the other side of the frame. They're going to extend their arms directly over their shoulders with their hands in the foot cradles with their thumbs wrapped around the outside for safety. So the most important part about this exercise is to make sure we keep space between the ears and the shoulders. We're gonna find a nice comfortable squat position. And from here, we're gonna lower our hips down and then drive through the heels. The most important part about the overhead squat is to make sure you're keeping your hands directly over your footprint. So as you lower your hips, you want to press the back of your hands away from you. And they should be feeling the entire posterior chain on the upper body, as well as some great contraction through the hips. Excellent job. Beautiful. I'm not sure how many reps they're at, but I'll get them to stop. Once they're finished their 14 reps. Excellent job, guys. Perfect. All right, so the O in the Love workout is the overhead back extension. We're going to move on to the V. We're going to go down to the ground and do the V sit-up. So the suspension trainer again will be mid-calf at the foot cradles. Their heels are going to go in. We just finished working the posterior chain. Now we're going to work the anterior chain. So legs are going to be extended straight with their feet directly below the anchor point. They're going to extend their arms directly over their shoulders. And from here, while driving their heels down, they're just going to sit up, making a nice V position at the top. And repeat. So once again, 14 repetitions here. You really want to make sure that your chest is leading the way. So keeping that spine nice and straight, keeping that neutral posture as you drive through this movement. As you're coming down, tuck the chin slightly and really brace everything nice and tight to protect that lower back and the spine. Excellent job. So once again, 14 repetitions. If you want to make it a little harder, you can bend the knees towards the chest a little bit, take more off of the legs, and load the anterior core just a little bit more. Excellent job. Once we're done the V sit-up, we're gonna move into the elevated hip press. So we're gonna put a little bit of a twist on our regular hip press. They're gonna shorten the suspension trainer all the way to the top. They're gonna go back down to the ground and put their heels in. Now, by elevating our heels higher on the hip press, the focus is going to be more on the hamstrings and slightly less on the glutes. So they're gonna go a side view on this one. So again, knees stacked over the hips is your start position, that good 90-degree angle. And from here, they're going to drive their hips as high as they can to get a really good squeeze on those hamstrings. Lower down, briefly touch, and then drive again. All right, guys, 14 reps, away you go. Notice how Nicole has her hands on the ground for more stability. Jamie over here has his hands elevated slightly for a little bit more instability. So you can play with your base of support, but once again, the focus on the elevated hip press is more on the hamstrings and less on the glutes. Looking good, guys. So once again, we went from posterior chain to anterior, now back to posterior. Trying to get those hips level with the shoulders and the knees at the top. Once they're done 14 reps, they're just gonna take their heels out and stand up nice and tall. Excellent job. All right, so there you have it. The TRX Valentine's Day workout love. L, TRX Lunge. The O, the Overhead Squat. The V sit-up, and the E is the Elevated Hip Press. So again, grab a friend, grab your partner, put a little bit of challenge into your next workout, and enjoy your Valentine's Day. Great job, guys.